Hi, my name is Lauren Haynes and I recently took part in Superstars. I took part in 6 events, aerobic endurance, anaerobic endurance, power, speed, flexibility and the sport specific. And during this video I'm going to go through each one and compare it to normative data and say why I pretty much got that result. First test I did was the aerobic endurance test, which is 12-minute Cooper run. I got 3,200 meters, which compared to normative data was excellent. This is probably because I play football. I have to play 90-minute matches all the time. I train 4 times a week, 2 on pitch, 2 in the gym, and then also play 2 matches a week. So each match is obviously 90 minutes, training's up to for 2 hours. So I'm always working my heart and working on my cardiovascular fitness. And I play centre back and centre midfield, so it always involves lots of running, change direction. So I'm always working hard to improve, which I always need to improve. I go long runs, uphill running to improve my endurance running, treadmill work as well, and track work, because in this will then benefit me a lot more than when I'm playing, because I'll be able to last longer, because my body will then be even more used to exercising like for really long periods of time, and it'll benefit me in football because obviously I'll be able to last a lot longer at a higher intensity. The next test I did was the anaerobic, which was the 300-yard shuttle. There's no normative data for this, but I got 59 seconds, and it was in about the top third of the class on the score, right, and who took part in Superstars. This probably because, again, I play football, so it involves a lot of sharp bursts, and obviously my position, always changing direction, always working at a high intensity. Like, I do lots of interval training as well, so I'm training at high intensity for periods, and followed by periods of rest, so I'm always working at a high intensity. Again, my position, especially in centre midfield when I play, I need to be able to, like, if we're keeping possession of the ball, we need to be able to keep at that high position. I can't slack and slow down, because it's going to affect my game and affect everyone else's. Like, you lose the ball, so I need to constantly be moving on quick. So having a good score on that shows that I'm able to work at high intensities for a period of time. To improve this though, which I do need to improve this, I should do long maximal speed work. Again, more interval training, stuff like shuttle run drills, so say working 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, just to try and get maximal distance in the time I have, and then keep trying and beat it every time I do it. The next test I did was power. There were 2 tests involved in this, which is standing long jump and the seated medicine ball throw. The first one I did was a standing long jump, and I jumped 1m97, which, comparing it to normative data, is excellent. I do a lot of plyometrics work, which is probably helpful in this. A lot of jumping and landing, jumping onto and off of boxes. And football, relating it to football, when I'm playing centre back or even centre midfield, I have to go up for headers. I need to be able to win the header, so having good power with my legs especially lets me get up off the ground high and quickly in order to win the header strong and powerfully. And again, I do a lot of leg work in the gym. To improve this, I can continue doing my plyometrics work, keep increasing the height and distance that I'm jumping. Also, when I'm working on the lower body, do high weights and low reps, so I can build up strength in order to be able to obviously improve my power, because it's strength and how quickly you can do it to get good power. And then I did the seated medicine ball throw, which I threw 4.5 meters. This didn't have normative data, but it was an okay score. Not many girls did it, so it's hard to compare it, but I used a lighter ball than the boys, and even comparing it to that, it still wasn't a very good score. To be fair, my probably upper body is not as strong as my lower body, so it explains the results not being as high. I do have good power upper body, but again I need to improve it a lot. I only do upper body 2 times a week in the gym. Obviously you don't use the upper body that much in football, like especially obviously for shot, like guarding the ball and stuff, but not so much power. But again, I just need to do high intensity, lifting lifting heavy weights, and low reps. But obviously on the upper body, so a good one is like working my chest. If I wanted to improve this test, then I can do the bench press and things like that. Then my speed, which was the 40-meter sprint. The only normative data I could find for this, which is for NFL players in American universities, and comparing it to that, it was poor. I should be quick. In my position, I need to have quick, sharp bursts and be able to win the ball, be hard to beat, and things like that. It hasn't affected me so much so far in football, but I do need to improve it. Recommended by Daniel Payne of eHound 2013, saying run an interval uphill stuff, holding weights, running. You put more pressure on your body when you're running, you're building up the strength so you can run quicker, and then when you go onto track after running uphill, you're going to feel a lot lighter on your feet, so you're going to be able to sprint a lot quicker. Also to help, practice my reaction timing to help get a quick start rather than stuttered start, because obviously I need as quick start as possible in order for my speed to build up. The next test I did was a flexibility sit and reach test, which I scored 28 centimeters on, which is excellent compared to normative data. This probably helps because I do daily stretching and recovery pretty much every day. I do a lot of lower body in the gym on my legs. Football, obviously, I'm always using my legs, like running, and obviously this helps prevent injury, which is good. Also, with my good flexibility, you're able to pass the ball, obviously, at a further range and things like that. But again, it's really vital this improves because obviously it prevents injury. Which recommended by Timothy Onks of Livestrong, May 2011, that doing yoga and Pilates is going to benefit a lot because you're going beyond your limits whilst doing it. Also recommended by the same person, strength training is also vital in order to increase flexibility. Stronger muscles are able to relax into deeper stretch and don't contract as hard as weaker muscles. So the more strength you have, the more relaxed you can be, and the more you can stretch pretty much. Then did the sport specific, which is how many times you could score in basketball from the free throw line in 90 seconds. I only scored 3. But that's probably because I didn't really play basketball much, ever at all, or practice, anything like that. So that probably explains my score, that I only scored 3. If I did want to improve it, I guess I could just practice, just like shooting from the free throw line, like repetitively, as quick as I can, and that. So they're my scores from Superstar, and that's it.